Rabbit makes a monkey of lion. Retold by Verna, Aardema. Pictures by Jerry Pinkney. There was a time when, of all creatures in the world, monkey was considered most foolish. So whenever an animal was tricked by someone, he would cry, "That rascal made a monkey of me!" In this tale about making a monkey of lion, the honey guide starts it all. One morning, Rabbit was wakened by a honey guide singing outside her door. "Chee, chee, come and see, a bee's nest and a calabash tree." Rabbit followed the little bird as she flitted ahead and led her to a calabash tree. There, high up in the trunk of it, was a bee's nest. Rabbit thanked the bird. Then she went to a bush rat and said, "I know where there's a bee's tree. Come and help me get honey." The bush rat smacked his lips. "Pit, pit, pit," he said. "Legs rest, but the mouth does not. Take me to the honey." The two gathered some dry banana leaves and climbed the calabash tree. They lit one of the leaves and smoked out the bees, and then they began eating the honey. Phew, 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 phew. Suddenly, there was a lion below them. He growled, "Who's up there eating my honey?" "It's only us," squeaked the bush rat. "Aha!" cried the lion. "I know your voice, bush rat." Rabbit whispered, "Hush, bush rat. Wrap me in these leftover leaves and drop me down. We will fool that lion." So the bush rat wrapped the rabbit in the long banana leaves and dropped her. The bundle fell. Ka-toom! Lion said, "What's that?" And then he saw the rabbit wiggle out and go running, "Yirity, yirity, yirity," into the forest. Lion tore after her, but the rabbit managed to keep a jump ahead of him and finally dove into some brambles. Lion scrambled zack, vack, dalak around the thorny thicket, but he could not find an opening. "That rascal made a monkey of me," he cried. When the lion went back to catch the bush rat, he was gone too. He looked for him and found him digging yams in the garden. Bush rat saw lion coming. He called, "Oh, lion, I'm getting these yams to pay you for the honey." Said the lion. "Yams won't do. I'm going to eat you." "Oh, please, eat this fine yam first," begged bush rat. "Here, catch it." He tossed a yam high. Lion threw his head back and opened his mouth wide, and bush rat went ras toward a hole under the roots of a nearby tree. The lion caught the yam, but when he looked for the bush rat, all he saw was his tail disappearing into the burrow. Lion tried frantically to dig him out. The sand flew, frat, 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 frat. But the burrow was too deep. "That little rascal made a monkey of me," he cried. The next morning, Rabbit was wakened again by the honey guide singing, "Gee, gee, come and see, the bee's nest is in a calabash tree." Rabbit knew that she should not go back to that bee tree. Still, she remembered how sweet the honey was, and at last she followed the bird to the calabash tree. She went to Turtle and said, "I know where there's a bee's tree. Come and help me get honey." Cried the turtle as she rubbed her belly. "When you say honey, I can hear you with one ear. Take me to the bee tree." The two gathered some leaves and climbed the calabash tree. They smoked the bees out and ate honey until they felt sick. Then they picked a big calabash and dug out the seeds, intending to fill it with honeycomb dripping with honey. Suddenly, there was the lion below them. He growled, "Who's up there stealing my honey?" "It's only us," said the turtle. "Hush," whispered Rabbit as she climbed into the calabash. "Put the top on and drop me down. We will fool that lion." So the turtle put the stem back on the gourd and called, "Stand back, lion, here comes a calabash." Now the calabash had not had time to dry and harden, so when it whirled to the ground, it smashed into bits. Nigish! And there was the slightly stunned rabbit lying in the middle. The lion pounced on her. "Twum! I have you at last," he roared, "and I'm going to eat you." The rabbit woke up in a hurry. She cried, "But I'm too tough to eat. You have to make me tender first." "How?" snarled the lion. Rabbit said, "Take me by the tail and twirl me round and round." But the tail of the rabbit was a little more than a ball of fuzz, and when the lion grasped Rabbit's tail and twirled her, she went flying, whew, into the forest. All Lion had left in his claws was a few brown hairs. He said, "That little rascal made a monkey of me again." This time the lion did not chase the rabbit. He waited for the other thief to come down from the tree. When the turtle reached the ground, she threw her head and tail and feet into her shell. The lion tapped the top shell, tack, tack, tack. He turned the turtle over and tapped the bottom shell, tuck, tuck, tuck. "How can I make a meal of this?" he grumbled. "It's easy," cried Turtle from inside her shell. "First you must take me to a water hole." The lion carried the turtle to a small pond. "Now," said the turtle, "put me in the muddy water and pile mud on top of me. When I'm covered well, scrub me hard, and my shell will come off." Lion put the turtle into the murky water at the edge of the pond. He scooped mud on top of her. "Quatumka, katakum, katakam, katakam." "Is that enough?" he asked. "Can you see me?" asked the turtle. The lion looked at the side. He looked down that side. "A little bit," he said. "It's not enough," said the turtle. Then the lion piled on more mud. The turtle slipped away under the water. Pessy, pessy, pessy. Lion did not realize what was happening until he saw the laughing face of the turtle pop up in the middle of the pond. He hurled a lump of mud at her. "See, that little rascal made a monkey of me," he cried. As he walked away, Lion began thinking about his troubles. First it was Rabbit and Bushrat making a fool of him. Then it was Rabbit and Turtle. Aha! Rabbit was behind it all. Lion's mane bristled. Here! He set out for Rabbit's house, saying, "I'll gobble her up." And when he arrived, she was not at home. He went inside and waited for her to come. At dusk, Rabbit returned, and as she approached her house, she saw the lion's tracks near the door. She went back a little way. If the lion was in her house, she would have to get him out. Rabbit knew just what to do. "Howdy-do, little house," she called. No answer. Rabbit called again. "Little house, you always tell me howdy-do. Is something wrong today?" No answer. Rabbit tried again. "Little house, answer me." This confused the lion. Finally, trying to talk like the house, he said, "Howdy-do." Rabbit laughed. "Kick, kick, kick, you foolish lion," she cried. "Don't you know that a house can't talk?" Then "Harr!" The lion burst out of the house and went roaring after the rabbit. Rabbit ran for her life, zigzagging through the trees, and just in time finding safety in a thicket. Lion turned away, singing, saying, "That little rascal made a monkey of me again." And as he set out for home, he shook his shaggy head and said, "Rabbits are just too hard to catch." The next morning, Rabbit was wakened once more by the honey guide singing, "Chee, chee, come and see, a bee's nest in the calabash tree." Rabbit stood in her doorway and said, "No, honey guide, that's Lion Street. Don't you know, when you eat from the lion's bowl, you need a spoon with a long handle?"